Imagine just relaxing with all your SHIB back being worth 1 cent. That's what we're all striving for. What's going on, everyone? It's my host here, and what we're going to be looking at here today is not only at the CEO posting there and, being a relaxing day so far, as we're going for that long, bumpy ride to the moon, which is taking quite long, but it should be taking a few more years. We could be seeing a lot more updates. SHIB's incubator feature as a venture capital. Now, this is a wide theory, but it could be happening. And first off, there's, I've just got done reading the Wolf Paper V2. Be sure to like the video, by the way. Thank you so much for supporting my content. I really like where the project is going, despite all people saying that, bad things about them. But which leads me to the some questions I want to pose to the community's more knowledgeable members. The incubator is posed as a way to bolster art wherever it could have been found. And with SHIB's market cap, it's certainly possible to make a huge splash, change a bunch of lives, and help Shiba Inu get there ever more. So Shiba Inu is all about supporting NFT artists. Here's my question. Could this incubation also work for smaller crypto projects with focus on gaming or art? With the market cap this project has, I wonder if they could make sense to be almost like a venture capitalist, so giving some SHIB to small companies and actually giving them a budget by having their brand, by sponsoring the coin. It's happening with Binance. They're sponsoring a lot of coins. So I think we could be seeing that. We're seeing a few unobscure but successful ones made by some rich boys. I think it would be awesome to maybe have a Shiba-like decentralized community source. A buddy was talking about some project the other day, and that was one of those other dog coins that seemed really promising. He sent me the video they put up, and to be honest, it seems like a great target for some sort of partnership or incubation potential. So it could be in the future that Shiba Inu is partnering with smaller companies or smaller VC-funded companies by SHIB, and this further expands what's happening with Shiba Inu. So why is this important for Shiba Inu? Well, very simply put, if this does come true, the incubator could be the next big thing where artists and companies want to get in, getting supported by SHIB. So they also mentioned something about staking on other platforms through a white label. So basically, he's talking about the whitelist. You can stake on your exchange that are whitelisted. You can, you don't have to actually go to Shibaswap and do it through there. You can do it through exchanges. So they couldn't make money from our profits, if I understood correctly. Kind of like that one. And the exchanges, by holding the rewards, distribute to the stakers. So they're not making as much money. This is a fully decentralized project. And we're off to some good news because Shiba Inu is actually growing so far. Altcoins back double-digit gains as Bitcoin price approaches so. And so obviously it has maybe dropped or went up. But soar after Bitcoin bulls finally priced above 35,000 resistance. We can see here SHIB is growing as well. SHIB is always going to be growing in the long run, even as I predicted that we're having a very, very bad summer. In the future, we're seeing a lot more updates, and that's what I'm excited about, honestly. Now, we're seeing, 3 coins actually growing, and we know the most important thing here is Cake. Both PancakeSwap and SushiSwap has grown, which is actually crazy considering Shibaswap is arriving, right? So Shibaswap is its own swap that will compete with these 2 coins. So SushiSwap was also identified as a strong mover by Cointelegraph's market, and we can see PancakeSwap was signed a bullish, and it has a pretty good score. They have basically their own matrix system, but it has a big volume, has a big market cap, and I think PancakeSwap has around 3 billion, SHIB has around 4 billion, and if Shibaswap is out, they want to be competing against PancakeSwap and both SushiSwap. So I think it can definitely beat SushiSwap at this point. Even now it has a bigger market cap, but you can clearly see that there's a good pattern of actually Shibaswap being the next dominant thing, and that would seriously increase the price for Shiba Inu. Very simply put, Shibaswap has way more users, way more holders than SushiSwap or PancakeSwap. Now, PancakeSwap is currently dominating, but if they bring such features as staking, I'm pretty excited to see what happens with Shibaswap. With almost 600,000 holders, and let's say only half of them are actually staking, the other half are only traders or have already sold, we could be seeing a massive increase of demand and a massive decrease of the supply. and we're seeing, Bitcoin going up and down. I obviously, when I talk about Bitcoin, it's so volatile right now, but the overall cryptocurrency market cap now stands at 148 trillion, and Bitcoin's dominance rate is 46%. Now, the most important thing is, I think as Bitcoin goes up and down, I think on the long term, it's going to be just fine. And I think the best thing about Shibaswap and Shiba Inu is it's always going to be having updates. Even if Bitcoin goes up, down, sideways, to the moon, to the ground, we are going to be seeing some positive updates for SHIB so far. No, it's always going to be growing. It's always going to be having its own future updates, its own blockchain, its own new coins, a whole ecosystem. And I think in the long term, you're not even going to realize that there was a dip here, because if we reach high prices, such as we did, in long term with Ethereum, and we did with Bitcoin, and we did with Dogecoin, it's not going to matter. These small dips in just a month are not going to mean anything. And basically, what we are seeing is UK regulating actually their cryptocurrency exchanges. And I think that's a good thing. I think they want to make sure that cryptocurrency is safe. They have ramped crypto curbs amid recent regulatory pressure on the sector. As its crypto crackdown continues in Britain, another high street bank has intensified its efforts to curtail its customers' use of digital assets. The temporary cap was imposed on June 24th. The restriction targets several cryptocurrency exchanges, including Binance. Now, Binance taking a hit, but this is not the official Binance. This is basically Binance UK, which doesn't even matter for Shiba Inu. I think we're just seeing some regulation, and then cryptocurrency is going to be back in to protect our customers from the criminals exploiting these platforms. So it's all about protecting customers. We are temporarily reducing the maximum daily amount that the customers we can send cryptocurrency exchanges, as well as blocking payments to a small number of cryptocurrency asset firms where we have seen particularly significant levels of fraud-related harm for our customers. It's all about customers for them, and you have to protect people to keep them using cryptocurrency. Basically, in the long term, they're probably all going to be accepting cryptocurrency in the future. They're regulating it because they do agree with cryptocurrency. If they did not actually accept cryptocurrency, they would just outright ban it, and anyone who got scammed with their Shiba Inu basically cannot get their money back. So on June 20th, United Kingdom-based financial institution announced that it was barring its 5.4 billion customers from buying crypto assets. The restrictions did not end with high street banks. Binance suspended a popular local payments provider, Fasted Payments, for its UK customers, further limiting the options for moving GBP to and from the exchange. So UK is having a hard time right now, but I think this is only temporary, and we already talked about this in my previous video, but we're having further information about the UK Binance ban, and honestly, I would withdraw them just to be safe if you have any SHIB holdings and you're a UK viewer. But we can see here, same is happening with Indian central banks. While Indian central bank remains anti-crypto, India is actually going in and slowly implementing positive changes. So they're still looking into crypto. We have major concerns about cryptocurrency, which has conveyed to the government. But again, these countries are going to be back stronger than ever. It's going to maybe take 5 to 10 years, but we could be seeing a lot of positive things happening in the future. We got to stay patient here, and SHIB has much more potential than you just might expect. So despite its reappeal, banks have continued to be reluctant to open the industry amid a general atmosphere of uncertainty regarding the future of crypto in India. That doesn't mean a lot of people are actually investing into SHIB in India. 10% of my viewers are from India itself, and that's really exciting because there's a lot of investors from India into Shiba Inu. And if they do actually some sort of regulation but let people buy, that would be massive for Shiba Inu. Imagine going to a bank and buying Shiba Inu with the coin by itself, with cash, with fiat. And I want to see that. I seriously want to see that. Do you want to see that? Be sure to drop a like. Be sure to drop a comment what you think of such bans. We're seeing these, but these bans are only temporary. Do not be afraid. Really wanted to address this, and see you until next time. Peace, everyone.